What's up, guys? Nethervvoid here with more DungeCraft Season 4 for you, episode 46. So, we got our power system all hooked up. I did not actually hook up another quarry like I probably should have, but I really want to get to the next project. I've already created the area for it. It's going to require actually two new mods, because I want to make power armor, but to charge it, I want to use Mekanism and universal electricity. That's not really 3 mods. Let's just get in here and start killing chickens. Or let's try anyway. You can see I kind of doubled up my system again. It worked with the sheep, so I figure, oh crap, oh crap! They're getting out! They're escaping! Well, you're gonna die. Good job, dummies. Don't try to escape, or you will be the ones that die. So anyway, I need to get some feathers for this new system. And I need to be able to do this without letting out every chicken known to man. Oh, there's how you do it. And duh. Come on! There we go. Alright, so there's nowhere to escape. They will not run away. Let's collect all these eggs, and I think I might make an automated chicken system with these eggs here. You're supposed to be able to just do this. Like, let's shoot it over there. Oh. But that could be kind of cool. Maybe that's how you can make an automated chicken system, is just be able to shoot these eggs out of... maybe a deployer? I don't know. I'll have to check that out. Deployers used to be a lot more reliable, and they're just not as reliable as far as how to right-click items. Pretty much deployers would do it pretty much every time, but alas, they are pretty, red power is pretty crap now, so it's just not being updated, so there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't work. So these guys will keep crapping out those eggs, and I'm pretty sure I could hook up a deployer to just release those eggs back out. But I should probably feed these guys before I kill them all. Come on! Dual entry system here. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool, yeah. So you feed these guys with seeds. And I will show you just how to do that, because this episode is all about how to feed chickens. Come on, you might want to come back here unless you want to die. Come on. Come on, everybody. Alright, now that they're not looking, let's do that. Okay, so let's feed a bunch of these dudes, because we don't have an automated system yet, so we need to make sure we can keep our chickens going. I rebuilt this chicken coop because pretty much all the chickens had gotten out, and that was kind of annoying to have to rebuild this whole freaking coop. So now, with the double walls, they won't be able to get out, which is perfect. Alright, so let's get a few more of these guys. I just wanted to kind of show you my new double-walled coop over here, which is the same thing I did with the cows. So we should be good to go from that standpoint. Luckily, I think this is an issue on the old Minecraft, and newer Minecraft versions don't have this like double-walled issue here. So now that we've got feathers, let's go back to base with the trusty minecart system here. There's a new block I want to create fairly soon that will pretty much obsolete this system, or render the system obsolete, whichever way you want to say it. But that will come at a different time. And in fact, I might just keep using this system, because this season's probably kind of over. And again, the cops go by. You must think I live in, like, Watts, LA or something. No, I don't. I actually live in a university town, so I don't know why the cops are freaking out. Anyway, we've got some feathers and some chicken. I don't know how much chicken. Let's see. Is there already chicken in there? Yes. What about feathers? There are no feathers, so now there are 15. That's good. We need probably a lot more of those, because we're going to be making power generation for the Mekanism system. So what we're going to do first, because we need crushed osmium. So osmium is an ore that you pick up and you smelt it straight into an osmium bar. You can't pulverize it into 2 dusts, which would be really nice. You actually need a special block called the crusher from Mekanism to do that, to create that osmium dust. So that cannot be right, can it? 2 lava buckets? Steel block, I know how to make that. This is a lot different than I thought it was going to be. Well, it's definitely not that. God, get away from that. Okay, so I guess we could do that. Let's make some lava buckets. I want to have 2 crushers, so let's get 4 buckets. Just craft up 4 of those. Pull those suckers out, and then let's just pop them in here. We should have tons of lava in here, right? Oh, no, we're going to need a liquid transposer. We are not so lucky to have one of those. Well, wait a minute, let's just do this. What am I thinking? This will do it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so let's make 4 of these crushers, right? Now, there's going to be a few other things we're going to need to teach this thing, this auto-crafting system. So let's get some patterns out. I did craft 10 more. We were down to 10, And then the bees went crazy and got us 12 more glowstone, so that's good. So we need, let's see, what's the rest of the recipe here? This is going to be a couple of episodes again, because this is going to be kind of a system that might be a little bit more difficult to make than we think. Basic circuits. So I want to make insulated copper wire. So let's teach this thing insulation, which is just wool. Should be pretty simple. Wool, we should have access to tons of it, I think. Well, we have tons anyway. So let's teach this thing insulation. And then, let's see, insulation. Because almost everything in Mekanism seems to need this freaking insulation stuff. So let's go with a new... what do we got down here? Oops, that was not good. What's down here? Wait, why would we put rose red there? Let's put this on page 1. It's just a random thing, right? Yeah, rose red. So let's put Mekanism stuff down here. So we got our insulation here. Insulation. We're gonna need to learn how to spell. Yeah, that could be good. Let's craft 1 insulation. We're gonna need it to make the next piece, which is gonna be that wiring, which we're gonna need a lot of. Wait a minute. What are you doing? Oh, that could be way easier, because we're gonna need to teach this thing a lot of an enriched alloy, but it's good that we taught it insulation anyway, because we're gonna have to do that a lot. So let's teach it this alloy recipe. So redstone, and we're gonna need iron bow. We're kind of low on redstone. So maybe we do want to teach it the other way, because it's gonna use copper and wool. Because there are 2 different ways to make this: basic circuit card or control circuit. That's the control circuit. The control circuit is out of Mekanism, but I think basic circuit card is from power armor. So this is a lot easier to make. Insulated copper wire is just copper and this insulation. So that's a lot better recipe for us anyway. So let's see, what do we need? What else do we need? We need bronze plate and more redstone. Well, crap. Well, so bronze ingots makes bronze plate. I think we need these circuits pretty often. So let's teach it wiring. Let's teach it the wiring. Let's see. Copper bar. Copper. So I also taught this thing how to make bricks. Just standard bricks, because that's pretty easy to do, and I already have tons of clay, so it was kind of a no-brainer to teach this thing bricks, right? So we're going to go like this. This is a lot like IC2, if you know how that works. This is pretty much the exact replica of that. We probably should teach it that alloy anyway, because it's going to need to know that. So let's go let's do that anyway. Let's do redstone. I should have a piece of that, and let's do iron. Because we're gonna make some energy cells, some mechanisms. Well, they're not mechanism specific. At least I don't think they are. It's hard to know where universal electricity starts and other mods end, or universal electricity ends and other mods begin, because each one of them seems to add a little bit to the mix as far as universal electricity. Now, I think this name has changed, though, to basic components. I don't like that, because unless they're going to do stuff that's not electricity, why would you name it away from electricity? So let's teach this thing this guy. We're going to have lots of teaching going on today. Now, we're not going to be using Mekanism a lot, so this is... I don't know if we technically need to teach it all this auto-crafting, but... Oh, wait, what would I want to do? Crusher, right? But it's just a good idea, because I'm going to be making a lot of complicated machinery, so I don't want to sit around all day. Bronze plate, let's make those by hand. Now, let's teach it the whole circuit. So, bronze. It knows how to make bronze, I think. Does it? I think we taught it how to craft bronze, right? Let's go look. I don't know if we did or not. We probably didn't. It doesn't know how to make bronze. Well, bronze is easy enough. It's just copper and tin. So let's get some of that as well. We already have copper, so let's get tin. Man, this is going to be a lot bigger than I thought, and we might run out of glowstone for these patterns. So let's do bronze, which I think is 3 coppers and a tin, I believe, but I'm not positive. It is not. Let's reverse that process. Maybe it's like this. I know this is not a shaped recipe. There we go. So that bronze is out of forestry. That's pretty simple, right? And I would say this is probably be a pretty common recipe, so we'll just put it there. So it knows bronze. Let's do a bronze plate now. Man, this is going to be super complicated here. That's another reason I'm kind of going with auto-crafting, because this is just such a complicated system. It doesn't seem worth it to spend so much time crafting. Teach it once, it knows it, right? So let's get some bronze plating. Let's get, what else do we need? A couple other things, basic circuit. Copper wire, we already have redstone. Let's get some bronze plating. So let's do wire. Let's see, let's craft 4 of these. Well, we only need 1 for now. It made 6, that's fine. Let's put the insulation back. We don't need it now. Let's get, what was it? Copper wire, redstone, and bronze plate. Let's craft 1 of these. Cool. Alright. Now we can teach you that circuit board, which we're going to need for power armor anyway, so it's fine if we teach you this stuff. Again, redstone is going to be coming out of our butts. I mean, we're going to need it a lot. So I need to start running a quarry again. So, basic circuit. Now, I think we may need to make advanced circuits later, and now I've got no room. This is very typical. So it's good to teach this thing anyway. This is a power armor item, but I'm just going to put it with the energistics, or I mean the mechanism stuff. It's fine. Let's put those levers away, because I'm tired of looking at them. Maybe we should just dump all this stuff in here. We don't need this stuff. Let's see. We don't need that, this, or that. Okay, so we've taught that thing basic circuits. Now what do we need to teach it? I think that's it, because everything else we're going to make on our own. Block of steel is pretty easy. Steel, I think we should have some of those. We need 9 of those. So that means we need 18, because we need to make 2 of these, right? So let's go something like this. And we probably need to make some more steel. I think we have a couple of things of steel anyway. So we need, let's see, we're going to need 4 circuit cards, right? Let's see. Circuit. We need 4 of these. And we're going to need, nice, we're going to need more of that wire. Let's put this junk away. We're going to need 1 more copper plate. Oh no, we don't need that. That makes circuit boards. We need copper cable. Let's do, I don't know, another 8. Interesting. That's all we actually need. Let's do that. Okay, so let's make 2 of these. Now, we don't need a recipe for this because, well, we need more redstone, I believe. Is it redstone? I can't remember. Let's just do that. So I know these go right here. We don't need it to teach this thing because we only need a couple of these. So we'll never need these again. 2 is plenty. And remember, this is just to crush the osmium bar into osmium dust. So let's do that. That should be the recipe. Steel block. Lava bucket. Isn't that it? Oh, it's redstone in the corner. Okay, well, we're going to need these anyway, so let's just leave them here. So redstone in the corners. Again, more redstone use, but that's fine. So 2 crushers. Why did that not work? 2 crushers. There we go. For some reason, it just didn't want to work. So we have 2 of those. Good. Now I want to use, well, I'm going to need, let's see, I want to make solar generators. So in order to do that, that's why I need the crushed osmium. So I'm going to need 1 coal generator. I'm just going to use 1. That's just to power the initial use of these crushers. So a bunch of steel around a furnace with a motor. So more steel and copper wire. There's actually a second way to make this. So bronze ingot, I'm probably going to go with that, furnace, and then a motor. So the motor is going to use iron anyway. That's where we can use that copper cable. So let's get more steel out of here. And I think right after this, I'm going to go just produce some more steel or get some out of the railcraft room because we're obviously going to need it. So I'm only going to make 1 of these. We need, let's see, what was it? Oh, just 1 motor. So we only need 1 of these. How come that's not working? Steel, what? And insulated copper wire. Why is this not working? Different kinds of steel ingots? It shouldn't matter. And to make this cabling, you just put the, yeah, well, I don't know. Let's try that if it doesn't want to work. Alright, let's try this. I just converted some of that into, this is actually the power armor type of cable. So I don't know, maybe this will work. It doesn't work with railcraft steel? You gotta be kidding me. Why would this not work? It worked with the other one. That's so weird. Has the 2 different kinds of steel. Huh. Let's do it in here. Let's look up motor. Let's see. Motor. Why is that not working? That's so strange. So maybe these just aren't tied very close together. So let's do that. Is the middle one like tin or something? Iron. Okay, steel around iron. God. Seriously? Okay, iron. Freaking me out, man. You are freaking out, man. I started watching Archer today at the request of a friend. It's pretty hilarious. I mean, I already knew it was funny. I just kind of forgotten about it. My friend was like, dude, have you seen Archer? It's hilarious. And I was like, well, I have not watched that in a long time. So she's like, dude, you have to. So I was like, okay. So I was like, yeah, dog. No. Say, let's make a furnace. That's pretty easy. Everybody knows that recipe. So yeah, that thing is hilarious. That that show is hilarious. So let's do some bronze. Pretty cheap recipe for me. Okay, so we've got our coal generator. So let's put this back because we're going to need it. And let's leave the wire in here. We're fine with that. Let's put all this crap back. We don't need any of this stuff. Okay, so what we do need... Let's see. So we've got 2 crushers. Let's get some osmium. Let's just craft a whole bunch of this stuff up. We're probably going to do a feedback loop on that system out there so we can keep some osmium dust in the system because we're going to need this. Well, again, I'm not making that many mechanism items, so we might not need that much of it. But now let's go over to the mechanism / power armor room that I'm going to show you, and I'll get these working, and then probably take a camera break, and let's make sure I'm using my longfall boots. I have actually the portal set up for this, but I wanted to show you where it is. And then we'll take a little break while this osmium dust kind of gets itself ready. So power armor and charge station just goes up here like I was saying. There's a couple cool areas over here. I wanted to put it over here, so there it is. You can see I've got the viewers in there for the solar panels, and this is a pretty cool room right here. So I'm going to put the crusher... Oh, there's one thing I forgot to make. That's okay. I'm going to put the 2 crushers right here. But I want to turn them so that their input is in the bottom so I can hide all that wiring, which means I'm going to need to get my ice pick out, which I'll just call it the ice pick. But I'm also going to need to get a new tool. So let's put the osmium over here in this box I've put in. And let's put the coal generator, I don't know. Here's a good spot for it for now. So, boom, we're back. Okay, so then what I need to make is something I should have made a long time ago. It's called an Omni Wrench. It basically is a tool for all the different mods. And it's 2 diamonds and cyan wool. It has to be cyan wool? Gold ingot. I don't know. Let's try it. Man, more diamonds. Just everything needs diamonds. Stop using up my diamonds! Gold. That's fine. And then hopefully it's not cyan. Come on, just use regular wool. Do you need cyan wool, really? Is it that important? We will see if it is that important. It probably is, but whatever. This thing is super powerful. So this takes the... Yes, it does. Great. So how do you make cyan wool? Cyan dye. Okay. Cactus green and lapis lazuli. Yeah. Lazuli. I can do that. This is so stupid. Lapis. This is a lot of camera time to basically craft up stuff, but whatever, it happens. Okay, so this thing will basically take the place of all the other tools, like screwdriver, wrench, blah, blah, blah. And actually, Mekanism has to use this tool to actually do its mechanism stuff. So it's kind of required. At least I couldn't do it with the BuildCraft wrench. So let's make this guy. I don't think he actually ever takes damage. Let's just put that in here. It'll probably get lost. I don't really care. So I've got this thing making bricks as well. As you can see, I've told it to craft 2 stacks of bricks. I probably should put something in the system to actually keep 2 stacks at all times, but it's fine this way. I don't use it that often. Okay, so now we've got our tool. We also are going to need some wire, but I wanted to make silver wire for this thing. It seems to be good. 600 amps, max amps, and then a really low resistance. It seems really low anyway. So that's just silver around some insulation. So I'm not going to auto-craft that. I'm just going to tell it I want insulation, right? I want to craft, let's see, like 12 of those things or something. Let's go with, I don't know, 22. Wait, 12, 24, right? So easy enough. There we go. So let's get some silver, and let's just make ourselves some of this wire. It's very easy to make. We don't need to really teach this thing. Okay, so let's just use up all this insulation here and make us a ton of this wire. So you can make uninsulated wire, but it's just going to shock the crap out of you. I don't know why you would do it. And let's get some coal. Let's get, I don't know, a couple of stacks. Let's try to see if this coal coke will work, but I don't think it will. So we'll get that. Let's get another thing just in case it does work. And let's keep a supply on hand here. I don't think we're going to be running out of coal anytime soon. Oh, we wanted... Oh, I'll set the steel generation up off camera. Need to make some more of that. So, what I think I want to do, and this is where I'm going to need my ice pick, because everything under here is ice, pretty much. I think I put it here. Let's get the old ice pick out. Come on, hurry up. Ice pick. Let's put the buckets in here. We don't need these anymore. Boom. Okay. Ice pick. Go! So let's dig this stuff out. Let's see. There might be some snow on top, which will help. I know I did clear out a little snow mound over here, so the ice kind of caught up pretty quick with that. So I don't want snowballs. Yeah, see, there we go. There's ice underneath that, but that's fine. I don't care about anything lower than this level. What I want to do is turn these things so the input and outputs can be hidden. What you should do is just right-click with this thing, and it doesn't do anything, which is sweet. Oh, it won't do that. That's interesting. Basic energy cube? Aw, really? What the hell? Something is messed up with this mod. I should have destroyed it, I guess, with the with my pick. Let's see if that works. It does. So apparently you got to be really careful with that wrench. I'll just build another one of these off camera because I really don't want to care too much about this. In fact, I'm going to have to do this kind of backward anyway. I'm going to have to do it like this. And then I'm going to have to, since it won't go down, I'm just going to... Serious? Come on! Wow, I'm just cheating those back in. That's ridiculously stupid. I think that's a bug. I'm not making those again just because of that. That's retarded. So, crusher. I don't think it'll work with the regular wrench, so let's just throw these away. Again, we're not trying to cheat here. We're just trying to not get bugged out. So, let's try the regular wrench. I'm pretty sure this doesn't work, though. In my test world, it didn't work anyway. So, let's put this down. Turn it like this. Ah! You serious? Oh my god. So there's some bugs in this mod pack apparently. Not everything gets used, so it doesn't all get tested, I think is what it is. Sometimes mods kind of step all over each other, and that happens. So let's try it with this. Oh man, come on. Okay, so we don't need that. Where's the input? Oh, that is the input. Okay, good. So we want this. And how do you turn this guy? Like that? No. No. Maybe you have to do it with this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the output will be directed directly at this thing, but we're going to put two of them down. And so we're going to want all that wire to go across. So we don't even care about this. We can just do this. Obviously cannot hide this, which is kind of crappy. I really don't want wires all over the place, but it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. That's a little disappointing. I really don't like having wires sticking out everywhere. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so let's get our silver cabling out here. Just hook it up. It's got to be hooked up to these red areas here, and then the output there. So let's try coal coke. It doesn't like coal coke. It does like coal. So there we go. These guys should be filling up fairly soon. Let's go put this coal away. We're only going to need that coal generator until we get the solar generators all set up. Solar power, solar panels, whatever. Okay, so we're pretty good to go at this point. Let's keep that thing away because obviously it's broken. So let's put some osmium in here and start getting that crushing process moving here. Then after that, I'll see about creating some more steel off camera and doing some other stuff. So we'll just pop it in there. It's pretty simple. It's got a cool sound graphic. You can see the energy's filled up in here. Now, it's going to suck the energy right out because this coal generator is not very strong. But again, we only need a little bit of osmium dust to get those solar generators going. Let's look at the recipe for those. But I think we're going to be running out of time for this. It's kind of odd that we only could do a couple of different things, but that's okay. We've got a lot of good stuff going here. So let's get the solar panels. Let's see. So we already taught it enriched alloy. Obviously, it has iron. We need to teach it how to make these solar generators. But this is where we needed feathers. For some reason, crossbow bolts go across the top of these solar generators. Apparently, just don't ask. But there you can see is where we need the osmium dust. So yeah, I don't know why you would need that. So we have osmium ingots, and again, more enriched alloy. This is going to take tons of redstone, glass panes. See, we're going to use this recipe right here. Crossbow bolt, ironing, and feather. So let's look at that one more time, because we're going to need to teach an energy tablet. Again, more of these enriched alloy and redstone and stuff. That should be pretty easy. Let's go teach that. Let's go get that started. Let's get a couple of these guys. Oh, you get experience from that too. Sweet. So let's start teaching this thing how to make solar generators anyway. Once I get to that, I'm only going to make like 3 of these advanced solars, so we really don't have to worry about it too much. Let's teach it energy tablets. So we're going to need some enriched alloy. We can tell it to craft up one of those just so we can teach this thing some stuff. What else do we need? Let's see. We need gold and redstone, right? So redstone, one of those, and some gold. Let's see. Gold. Okay, so we can teach this thing the batteries, or the tablets. Okay, so I think it went like this, and then like that, I want to say, and then like this. Yes, cool. So let's hurry up and teach this thing. Boom. So those are like, man, what is up with my mouse? These are like what whole, it's, you know, it's like a battery from Red Power. It's any battery from any system has these little, it's energy tablets and mechanisms. It's not a big deal. So let's do the next part here. We need to do crossbow bolts, right? Because I think it knows everything else. So crossbow bolt is just iron and a feather. So let's teach it that. Let's get a feather out of here. Well, I don't think we're going to need more than what we've got. We don't need to really automate that feather or generation of feathers because I don't think we're going to need that many. Also, we've got tons of chickens in there now. I thought I got a thing of iron. Apparently not. So we should be pretty good to go. I can just go in there anytime I want and get a whole bunch of feathers, so it should be fine. Again, we're not going to make, as far as I know, too many mechanism machines, so we probably won't need tons of this stuff. Just enough to be dangerous. Okay, crossbow bolts. Again, not sure why they're needed to make solar panels, but whatever floats your boat, I guess. Whatever cooks your bacon. I don't know how you want to say that. So now we're going to need crossbow bolts. Let's see, crossbow. Cool. Let's just make one. It makes 4. That doesn't really matter to us. We have everything. Osmium dust. We need energy tablets. Let's get one of those. Energy. Just craft one. Okay, now we can teach it the solar panel. In fact, we can probably get that done. We have a few more minutes here. So osmium dust, energy tablet. I want to say iron. Let me see if I can do this without looking. Oh yeah, crossbow bolts. And then 2 enriched alloys. Boom! Man, I'm awesome. So wow, and that's our last pattern too. Perfect. So there we go. So I'm going to let that osmium cook off camera because we're pretty much done here. Crush up off camera. Let's just throw that in the system. Actually, we're going to give this thing a place to be. Let's teach this thing where I want it to put it. Let's take this guy out and put him over here. So yeah, see, a lot of stuff's ending up in here because we're just not teaching this thing what to do with all this crap. Okay, so raw resources, no, it's more like a subcomponent. It's a dust. I think I put dusts in here. Let's check. Nope. Dusts are not in there. Where are dusts? Probably raw resources, but the dust is not a raw resource. That's kind of weird. Where are the dusts? Maybe it's part of this. Quarry, right? Processed. Yeah, this is a processed material. Pretty much highly processed. So there we go, dusts. Now this thing has a place to go. Because the stuff that I'm actually planning on keeping a lot of it in there, I like to have that in one of those discs, and we're running out of frame rate here. Okay, so we threw that back. We don't need this stuff. We taught this thing pretty much everything it needs to know now. It's good to go, and let's make, well, we don't have the osmium dust, do we? So that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you think about using Mekanism with power armor. Next episode, we're going to create those solar panels. We're going to create a better energy storage system, or an energy storage system, period, for Mekanism. And then I'm going to craft some power armor, because I want flight. That's really why I want the power armor. I want to be able to jetpack around and have that capability. So it's really going to help everywhere, really. I don't know why I waited this long to get it. So anyway, let me know what you think about Mekanism. It's pretty cool. I didn't teach you that much stuff. You can actually process ores and do lots of other stuff with Mekanism. I'll probably be doing that in following seasons. I won't be using thermal expansion as much anymore. I'll be trying to use some new mods and stuff. So again, let me know what you think. Also, let me know what you think about the rebrand. I think it's pretty sweet. The new intro is awesome. Created by Johnny from Ego. And check him out if you can. Just do a search. I'm sure you'll find him. Anyway, like always, guys, stay frosty.